Princess Lyra of the Voltari Empire stood at the edge of her crystalline balcony, watching another diplomatic vessel dock at the orbital station. The ship bore the insignia of the hegemony, the Seventh Alliance, to request her hand in marriage this cycle. She turned away with practiced indifference, her silver hair catching the light of 3 distant suns. For 2 decades, suitors had come from across the galaxy seeking to claim her as their bride. Warriors who boasted of conquered worlds, merchants who displayed vast wealth, scholars who recited poetry in 17 languages. Each one departed rejected, their pride wounded, and their diplomatic missions failed. The Voltari were an ancient race, their empire spanning 4 star systems and their technology rivaling that of the eldest civilizations. Princess Lyra embodied their finest qualities: brilliant intellect, unwavering strength, and an innate understanding of power that made lesser beings tremble. No suitor had ever proven worthy of her consideration. "Another delegation approaches, Your Highness," announced Commander Vex, her personal guard, this time from the human coalition. Lyra's violet eyes flickered with mild curiosity. Humans were a relatively new species on the galactic stage, having achieved faster-than-light travel only 3 centuries ago. Their reputation preceded them: stubborn, resourceful, and possessed of an almost reckless determination that both impressed and concerned older civilizations. "Very well," she said. "I shall receive them in the throne chamber." The human delegation consisted of 5 individuals, led by a man of average height with brown hair and calm green eyes. Unlike previous suitors who arrived in elaborate ceremonial garments, the humans wore simple but well-tailored uniforms. Their leader introduced himself as Captain Marcus Cole of the Coalition Diplomatic Corps. "Your Highness," Captain Cole began, offering a respectful bow that was neither too deep nor too shallow. "I come bearing greetings from the human coalition, and a proposal for alliance between our peoples." Lyra raised an eyebrow. "Alliance? Most who come here seek marriage, not political arrangements." "With respect, Princess, the coalition believes that true partnerships are built on mutual benefit, not romantic fantasy," Cole replied. "We offer knowledge, resources, and friendship. Nothing more, nothing less." The princess found herself intrigued, despite her intentions to dismiss them quickly. "And what exactly does humanity offer that the Voltari Empire requires?" Captain Cole gestured to one of his companions, a woman carrying a sealed container. "Dr. Emma Walsh, our chief xenobiologist, has developed a solution to the Crimson Plague that has been devastating the Outer Rim colonies." Lyra's composure faltered slightly. The Crimson Plague had indeed been spreading through several systems, resistant to all known Volturi medical technology. Entire worlds had been quarantined, their populations slowly dying as their immune systems failed. "Impossible," she said. "Our greatest scientists have studied this plague for months." Dr. Walsh stepped forward. "Your Highness, human physiology is remarkably adaptable. We discovered that our antibodies, when properly synthesized, can neutralize the plague organism. We've brought samples of the cure, tested and proven effective." The princess examined the data tablets they presented, her keen mind processing the complex medical information. The science was sound, the results undeniable. These humans had accomplished in weeks what her people had failed to achieve in months. "Why offer this freely?" she demanded. "What do you truly want?" Captain Cole met her gaze steadily. "Trade routes through Voltari space, technology exchange programs, and mutual defense agreements. We believe the galaxy is safer when civilizations work together rather than compete for dominance." Over the following days, Lyra found herself drawn into lengthy discussions with the human delegation. Captain Cole proved to be an intellectual equal, debating philosophy and strategy with a depth that surprised her. Unlike other suitors who had tried to impress her with displays of strength or wealth, He simply treated her as a person worth talking to. Dr. Walsh shared fascinating insights about human medical techniques, while their engineer, Tom Bradley, proposed innovative solutions to energy distribution problems that had plagued Voltari cities for decades. The humans asked for nothing beyond professional courtesy and genuine exchange of ideas. On the fourth day, an emergency interrupted their negotiations. A hegemony battle fleet had surrounded the station, demanding immediate surrender and claiming the princess as a war prize. Their commander, General Krax, had been among her rejected suitors and apparently decided to take by force what he could not win through diplomacy. Your defense grid is formidable, but we outnumber you 3-1. Came the transmission from the hegemony flagship. Surrender now, and we might allow your people to live. The Voltari fleet could fight, but casualties would be enormous. Princess Lyra faced an impossible choice between her people's safety and her own freedom. Permission to assist, Your Highness. Captain Cole said quietly. You have one small diplomatic vessel against a war fleet, Lyra replied. What could you possibly do? Cole smiled grimly. Humans don't surrender easily. The captain's ship, the Endeavor, launched from the docking bay and positioned itself between the station and the hegemony fleet. What followed defied every tactical manual in the galaxy. The Endeavor began transmitting on all frequencies, broadcasting human music, literature, and historical records. Within minutes, every ship in the hegemony fleet was receiving everything from batch symphonies to footage of human children playing in Earth's parks. What is the meaning of this? General Krax demanded. This is who we are, Cole responded over the comm. This is what you're threatening to destroy. Every ship you fire upon protects not just Voltari lives, but the friendship between our peoples. If you want a war with humanity, General, you'll have to start by killing our diplomats. The psychological warfare was brilliant. The hegemony had expected military resistance, not this emotional appeal to their better nature. Ship after ship in their fleet began standing down, their crews unwilling to fire upon beings who had shown them such trust and vulnerability. General Krax, isolated and humiliated, ordered a retreat within the hour. That evening, Princess Lyra found Captain Cole on the observation deck, watching the stars through the massive viewport. That was either very brave or very foolish, she said. Probably both, Cole admitted. But it worked. Why did you risk your lives for us? We're barely allies, let alone friends. Cole turned to face her. Because that's what humans do. We make friends by acting like friends. We've learned that trust has to start somewhere, and it might as well start with us. For the first time in her life, Princess Lyra understood what respect truly meant. These humans hadn't tried to impress her with their power or win her with gifts. They had simply shown her who they were and trusted her to see the value in it. Your alliance proposal, she said. I accept. The marriage offers would continue to come from across the galaxy, but Princess Lyra had found something far more valuable than any romantic arrangement. She had found equals, and in doing so, discovered that respect was worth more than any crown or conquest the stars could offer.